This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. I'm Kate Sharon. A not-for-profit independent health education center has plans for an expansion on its Fort Wayne campus and is seeking input from the public on how the project can best serve the community. McMillan Health provides more than 250 education programs on a variety of health-related topics to K-12 students and adults at its facility, on-site and via distance learning. CEO Nicole Fairchild says the expansion is still in the early phases, but could cost between $10 million to $15 million.
Today we have 34 staff members, and we are in a building that was meant to house 15 staff total. So I have crammed 34 staff members into this building.
The expansion would include the construction of a second 20,000 square foot building adjacent to the organization's current facility. Fairchild said it could be 3 to 5 years before ground could be broken on the project. Cummins Incorporated is planning to sell 2 office buildings in downtown Columbus, though the company says it remains committed to remaining in the city. The Columbus-based engine maker said in a statement to Inside Indiana Business that it decided to sell the Irwin office building and Cummins Sears office building, though it was not clear how much the company was seeking for the properties. Cummins said the sales of the building will, quote, enable us to offer the ideal work environment for our employees and align with the workspace needed. Connexus Indiana awarded 4 teams of high schoolers running entrepreneurial advanced manufacturing and logistics businesses in its Industries Case competition. The E-Beams team from Eastbrook High School from Marion and White River Valley High School's Wolverine Enterprises from Switz City came in first, while Perry Central High School's Commodore Engineering of Leopold and Mitchell High School's Cement City Industries were named second-place winners. Connexus Indiana Student Industries has a network of high schools across the state looking to develop advanced manufacturing and logistics talent with school-based enterprise. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
Indiana officials have issued a cease and desist order against the Zionsville Medical Device Company and 3 of its officers, prohibiting them from engaging in further offers or sales of unregistered securities. IIB's Alex Brown has the story.
The company and the 3 officers are accused of engaging in 9 separate offers or sales of securities without registering the securities as required under Indiana law. Indiana Secretary of State Diego Morales said in 2 other offerings, Vocare did submit paperwork, but it contained inaccurate or misleading information. Morales said, quote, claims were made in the business plans about the development stage of products, alleged interest in the products by outside parties, sales forecasts without any reasonable basis, and statements about manufacturing and retail arrangements that did not in fact exist, end quote. James Klimek, an Indianapolis attorney representing the respondents, told IBJ his clients did not violate Indiana law and said they intend to defend themselves in this matter vigorously. Vocare has developed a handheld gadget that allows physicians to monitor their patients' vital signs remotely. The company and its officers have been involved in civil lawsuits filed by early investors who have accused them of improperly awarding themselves millions of shares of stock at deep discounts, thus allowing themselves to entrench voting control of the company while diluting the value of the early investors' holdings. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Lawmakers voted Tuesday to approve 2 contentious education bills. One would require school corporations to retain students who fail to pass the iRead test, and another would push colleges and universities to include more conservative instruction. The reading overhaul in Senate Bill 1 now moves back to its original chamber, where senators must approve changes made by the House before it can head to the governor's desk. The House also approved a bill aimed at pushing colleges towards intellectual diversity. Its author based the bills on surveys that found conservative students feel uncomfortable in college classes. The legislation was amended, meaning the Senate will also need to approve those changes. Various Democrats spoke against both bills. A Crane Army ammunition activity project that will break down old ammunition into scrap is nearly ready to begin. The activity is currently beta testing the Super Pull-Apart Machine, or SPAM, which is being used to break down old 30mm ammunition that has been largely phased out by the Army. The Army said in a news release that SPAM is safe and environmentally friendly. The device separates the projectile from its metal cartridge casing, and the propellant inside is disposed in a controlled burn. Rounds are processed at a pace of 1 every 1 or 2 seconds. A major revamp for mental health is underway at the University of Notre Dame, powered by a recent gift from the children of 2 South Bend entrepreneurs. The gift to establish the Wilma and Peter Veldman Family Psychology Clinic, named after the couple who founded online distributor of Tire Rack, is designed to address a growing need for more mental health care in the community. The new clinic aims to increase access to care. The gift also endowed several faculty positions and will triple the number of psychology graduate students. In addition to more care, leaders say the gift will also provide better care by supporting groundbreaking research on how to treat mental illnesses. Beck's Hybrid CEO, Sony Beck, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.